Como estamos diciendo ahorita, esto es como si fuera su funeral. But I'm not leaving you guys. Pero no está dejando. No está dejando nosotros. I'm just not going to be here nearly as much as I am. Lo único es que no va.
Sitting here with Justin Kirkland, former director, field director of the Dominican Republic location, our Casas Dominican Republic location. And he's in the process of transitioning back to El Paso, and your new title is what?
Director of Development.
Director of Development, or the DOD, as he likes to call it. And I'm not really sure what that means. We won't really get into all that, but what we're wanting to cover in this little interview right here is basically what he's going to transfer some knowledge right now from him to me and to Josh, and you've been here how long? Or you lived here how long?
Since 2014.
4 years?
Yeah.
Years. And so he's going to transfer some knowledge to me and give me some insight on things he learned and that are going to help me as I'm now living here full time. So lay it on me, man. What do you got?
Well, as you can imagine, after getting the opportunity to come and start Casas in the DR, I've learned a lot. Mostly from my failures. I actually had this idea. I wanted to these are like the few things, like if I was Paul and telling Timothy, as I was departing. So the very first thing I would say is living in the Dominican, you need to have a healthy balance of American and Dominican friends. The way that we are, I think, human nature is we try to group with people that are most like us. It's I don't know, it's comfortable, it's you relate more. When you have some time here and you're meeting different missionaries and different ministries, you're gonna realize that almost all of them only are friends with each other. Honestly, the most enriching relationships that I have are my Dominican friends, really, because they have different values than I've grown up with, and I know, and they teach me a lot about life and about family and about people. That's one of the things. But two, they have been the number one source for helping me understand this country and the culture and the people and what people go through. And you can't get that if you just put yourself in a bubble with other Americans. Number two, coming on a missions trip to serve with us is basically a week long, and you get a very vertical slice of a family's life as you're here. And when you actually live in the country and in the culture, you get to know families on a way deeper, way more personal level. You come in contact with them more often. So the thing I want to say is let love guide everything, because the mantra we hear a lot from teams is that this is a deserving family. It's so great to build for a deserving family, who has this great need. But you're going to realize that a lot of these families don't deserve these homes, at least from point of view from the neighborhood or their reputation. We just built for a family this last week they were questioning one of our pastors on why we would build for them, because they're thieves. They moved into this neighborhood. They've been doing bad things over time. Their kids have been doing bad things, and they've been stealing stuff, right? And they were giving one of our pastors a hard time about choosing this family to build for. And in spite of all of that, right, we're building for them because that's what grace is, and that's what mercy is, and that's what love is. The third thing I would say is we've all heard the idea of it's about the journey and not about the destination, but that is like the truth of the Dominican Republic. And especially when you're working with businesses and churches and governmental agencies, it's the American way is to set a schedule and agenda for the day and then start checking the boxes and get it all done. That is not how it works here. So as you can imagine, when I first moved here to set up the Dominican, I had a lot of things I wanted to accomplish to set it up. I had a deadline that I had to meet. There was a lot of pressure and a lot of stress with that. And we would go to a lumber yard and meet with the lumber yard foreman about our project and delivery times and prices. And he would bring out the cup of coffee and we'd be talking about kids for about 30 minutes, and then a funny story about his neighbor, and before you knew it, it'd be like an hour and a half would go by and nothing's been accomplished yet. And in the back of your mind, I have all these other things I need to do. It took me a long time to change my mind and how I went into a meeting, what I thought I could accomplish in the day, and really to change my values, because I had to start, treasuring relationships more than getting something accomplished.
Yes.
Dominicans care about relationships. They prioritize it higher than getting the task done.
Right.
I couldn't imagine a better place for you to serve. This place has been great to me, and I know it's going to be great to you. And I'm excited to keep coming back here and build every year with some of my teams, and it's going to be great. This is one of the best ministries on the planet, and this is one of the best places to do it. We have amazing pastors, amazing church partners that come and serve with us, and if you're out there listening to this and you serve with us, keep coming and keep supporting us. Support Weston as he's on his new endeavor here in the Dominican, and I couldn't be more proud to have you here and to step into my place and my void that I'll be leaving. So
got some big shoes to fill, but I'm excited to do what I can and help Josh out as he embarks on the journey of the field director in this location. And we're just excited and Cassie and Melchor's house, and they run the Marte Mission. This is Cassie. Say hello to CPC TV.
Hi, CPC TV.
So this is your house. You guys also are basically, Melchor works for Casas, but is also, you guys run the church, and then Marte Mission.
Yes.
So kind of like ministry partners, and just all around great people. And I remember when I lived here last summer, Cassie washed my clothes a lot. So thank you, Cassie.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, that's the end of our Sunday. Just hanging out, doing a little send-off for Justin and with the pastors, and then now with just the families and people that know Casas in around this area. And I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Comment, subscribe, stay tuned. Next week we'll probably be back in El Paso or Mexico or somewhere like that. We'll see what Zach has got going on. But until next time, you guys, just keep building and serving. All right, go.
Justin, just want to thank you for all the work you've done here in the Dominican, growing the ministry. Neither of us would be here without you. We're going to miss you. We just want to wish you well on your way. The office has definitely been a little bit of a happier place since you left. Matika's taken over your mantle as a grumpy man. So good luck, brother. I know you're gonna do great things growing Casas.
Hey, mi hermano, te deseo todo lo mejor del mundo, que Dios lo proteja donde quiera que usted vaya. Tengo mucho agradecimiento por usted porque por usted, gracias a Dios, tengo un trabajo que puedo comprarle a mis hijos lo que ellos necesitan. Muchísimas gracias, Dios los bendiga y les guarde.